The Vikings were not only feared warriors and intrepid explorers, they were master shipbuilders. Their longships, capable of traversing icy northern seas and reaching distant lands, were honestly marvels of engineering. But a ship is only as strong as the timber it's made from, and the Vikings understood this better than most. Wood left untreated in saltwater and stormy conditions quickly decays, yet Viking ships routinely survived harsh winters, violent storms, and years of use. The secret lay in their sophisticated knowledge of wood preservation, passed down through generations. Today, we'll dive into the techniques they used, the materials that made their ships resilient, and how modern enthusiasts can apply these ancient strategies in practical ways. The Vikings began with selecting the right timber for the job. Not all wood is created equal, and the Vikings knew it. Oak was their preferred choice for hulls and structural components due to its density, durability, and natural resistance to rot. Pine and ash were used for masts and oars because of their flexibility and lighter weight. Choosing timber wasn't just about availability, it was about matching the wood's properties to its intended function. Modern woodworking or historical reconstruction projects can benefit from the same principle. Evaluate timber for density, grain structure, and resistance to moisture before committing it to a project. Even in survivalist applications, knowing which local species are most durable can mean the difference between a lasting structure and one that fails prematurely. Once the timber was selected, the Vikings didn't rush to assemble their vessels. Air seasoning, or carefully drying the wood, reduced moisture content to prevent warping, cracking, and fungal growth. Logs were stacked with spacers to allow airflow on all sides and left to dry for months, sometimes years, depending on thickness. Modern enthusiasts can apply the same principle when preparing wood for construction or woodworking. Stack planks with consistent spacing, keep them elevated off the ground, and rotate them periodically to ensure even drying. Patience in this stage pays dividends, as properly seasoned wood resists warping and holds fasteners and joints more securely. Dry timber alone was not enough to survive ocean voyages. The Vikings treated their ships with oils and natural resins to repel water. Pine tar, derived from resin-rich pines, was applied to hulls and seams, creating a sticky, waterproof coating that sealed the wood while remaining flexible enough to move with the ship. Linseed oil and other plant-based oils were also used to penetrate the wood fibers, reinforcing them from the inside and preventing rot. For anyone preserving wooden structures today, whether outdoor furniture, boats, or survival shelters, these same techniques work exceptionally well. Applying multiple thin coats of oil or resin and allowing each to penetrate fully before adding the next creates a protective layer that mimics the effectiveness of the Vikings' methods. Beyond treating the wood itself, the Vikings focused on the joints, seams, and planks where water infiltration was most likely. They used materials such as animal hair, moss, or tar-soaked fibers to caulk gaps, ensuring that the hull remained watertight. This attention to detail is a valuable lesson. Even the strongest wood fails if water finds its way into gaps or joints. Modern enthusiasts can replicate this by using natural or synthetic fibers soaked in waterproofing agents to seal joints in small boats, wooden structures, or survival shelters. The principle is universal. Protect the weak points first. Even with the best preparation, the Vikings understood that a ship was never truly finished. Continuous maintenance, reapplying tar, inspecting for damage, and replacing decayed elements was essential to long-term seaworthiness. This mindset applies directly to modern projects. No matter how well prepared the wood, periodic inspection and upkeep extend its life dramatically. For survivalist shelters, small boats, or outdoor constructions, adopting the Vikings' approach of scheduled maintenance ensures longevity and safety. By studying these ancient methods, we see a pattern that transcends time. Select timber suited to its purpose, Dry it carefully, protect it with oils and resins, seal joints meticulously, and maintain it consistently. These steps not only created ships capable of surviving ocean voyages, but also produced lessons in material science and sustainable building. Even on a small scale, whether crafting a wooden tool, building a cabin, or preserving outdoor furniture, these techniques provide a blueprint for durability that modern chemical treatments can rarely match in terms of sustainability and historical authenticity. Viking wood preservation was about foresight, skill, and respect for the material. Their ships endured not because of luck or brute strength, but because of careful preparation, intelligent material use, and meticulous care. Applying these principles today allows us to build structures and objects that echo the resilience of Viking craftsmanship, blending history with practical survival and woodworking knowledge. If you found this guide valuable, subscribe to Ancient Know-How and share it with fellow history enthusiasts. Every plank treated, every joint sealed, and every ship preserved tells a story of innovation and endurance. By keeping these techniques alive, we honor the ingenuity of the past while empowering our own creations to stand the test of time.